Sports Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max, Mississippi's own. Big Motion is in the building. Welcome to Sports and Hip Hop, man. Live 365, iHeartRadio. How's everything going?
Pretty good. How y'all doing?
Doing good. How's your day going? How's everything going with the new single, Get Slutty, available on all platforms?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Everybody digging the music. So I'm real happy about it right now.
How's it feeling out there right now as far as Tennessee goes? The people are vibing with you. You looking to create a movement out there?
Yes, indeed. It's a real slutty movement. We getting slutty everywhere in America all year long. Get slutty movement in full throttle from Macomb, Mississippi to Seattle, Washington, and back.
Who's that number one inspiration for you from from Tennessee? Because when we look at it out there, Mississippi, you've had a lot of artists, even just in Tennessee, like Big Crit. You have a couple legends that were born there. Rick Ross was born in Mississippi. Nate Dogg was born in Mississippi. So who's that number one inspiration for you?
Number one inspiration for me out of Tennessee would be, to be honest, would be Gotti. To be honest, it would be Gotti and Bag. I love what they doing. Gotti, Bag, Dolph. Yeah, big ups to Dolph for sure.
Yeah, rest in peace to Dolph. Did you ever see him around?
Yeah. Me and bro kicked the some here and there. Strawberries and Punch or Two, West Coast, LA, here and there.
I want to get into this now because you got the new single out, Get Slutty, available on all platforms, I said before. What made you want to take this chance and get into the music industry and do this for a career?
It started as a joke. It started as a game, but then at the same time, the record was good. So I got really serious when I seen how good the record came out. And so after that, I was asked to do some more music and then, some more music. And so, it just, it was all unexpected, but, the wave hit and, we're going to ride it, So all of a sudden it's a real big thing. And we're being called from everywhere to do things everywhere now. So, it's a Get Slutty movement and we love it.
And Get Slutty, you could see how this is this taking over on TikTok? You could see how this could become a challenge in a way. Is this taking over on TikTok?
Well, we ain't did much on TikTok. We haven't really put no TikToks out. We just did TikToks for like a promo commercial for something else we did. But everywhere the records played at though, we getting mad response. Everywhere the records played, like, everybody go crazy. Every single club, every single venue, every single person that hears a record, they go crazy. The girls really like it because, the record talks about, what girls do that we don't know they do. So,
Exactly.
Girls have a lot of fun with it.
What's going to be the follow-up single for this? Is this going to be something similar, or are you going to want to get more into your life story? Describe to me, because this is more of like a party club record. So what are you looking to take your career as far as next?
Well, my music gonna contain a whole lot of my life stories and so forth and so on. But my next single gonna be Acting Down Fool, track done by Shoutout Beats out of Atlanta, Georgia. And it's a super duper hot record too. And but after that, it's gonna be mostly like, what they call it, dope boy shit, trap music and things like that.
How was it out there like being in Atlanta?
I love Atlanta. A lot of fun in Atlanta. Whole lot of fun in Atlanta. Whole lot of fun. We got a whole lot of love from the strip clubs in Atlanta. Everybody just showed us mad love in Atlanta. Thank on your studios. Everywhere we pulled up at, it was crazy. All kinds of love in Atlanta. Everybody loved the record in Atlanta. Everybody. Atlanta, to be honest, Atlanta and Houston is kind of like my number one like fan base support groups. Atlanta, Georgia, Houston. Big ups Atlanta, Georgia. Big ups Houston, Texas. Big ups Tampa, Florida.
Have you thought about relocating out there?
Oh yeah, I'm actually moving to Houston.
Okay.
So I'm leaving Mississippi within the next week or two. Moving into my home in Houston. So yeah, relocating to Houston, Texas. So most of my time will be spent in between Houston, Texas, and Atlanta, Georgia.
Congratulations on that. That's big. Now, how long have you been really prepping to relocate for? Because that's a major achievement, because I know most artists, they have that goal of, I want to get out of my city, get to another place so I can really blow up and then potentially come back later. So how long has the process been for you trying to get out to Houston?
It was really like we really just decided to do it. Like uh we just decided to do it just recently, like a month ago. There's a whole lot of industry stuff going on in Houston. I like the vibe and the wave in Houston, and I can work at any time in Houston. Houston's a late night city, so I can record at night. I can record in the daytime. I can record at night, mostly night, but they work all day and night when it comes to the music stuff in Houston. So recording is not a challenge. Doing videos is not a challenge. Everything is ready, available in Houston. So if I'm going to be anywhere with this music stuff, I got to do it either in Houston or Atlanta. So I got a lot more family in Houston than I do Atlanta. So Houston it is.
Yeah, so you already have the familiarity there just with the family. Money Train Music. This is your independent label?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about starting this up.
Say it again.
Tell me about starting this label up.
Money Train, it was a dream child of mine for a minute now. I actually came up with the name for Money Train about 5-6 years ago. And just recently we went ahead with it, LLC, after I did Slutty, and just been in motion with it. Once I kick the dough in, I'll bring my team. So January, I got a plan to where I'm gonna bring about 10 artists and drop all of them the same day. January, first week of January, I'll be dropping like 10 artists and 10 artists, 20 videos.
Wow. Yeah. So you already have a lot planned. So talk to me about putting this team together, because you mentioned the word team. So who's on the team? Tell me about the positions here.
So my A&R guy, my guys that I got basically running around doing all the promotions and pulling everything together with the press and stuff. My guy, big up L Nice, Antoine from RBE, and my guys out of Houston, Texas, Grade A Media, and them guys, and everything that I needed done for the record, because I was an underground guy. I never knew nothing about the industry, so everything I needed done for the record, all those guys, they got together, made sure everything happened. So everything they knew to be done, they did and are doing. So boom, that's been it. My team from Houston to here, them guys, they get together, make it all happen, promote the album, make sure I get quality tracks, everything.
No, that's good. You want to have that strong foundation around you. And, L Nice is one of those people that could definitely do that. He's one of the best in the industry.
And
when you get to
my
Houston,
other guy out of Shreveport, he was the last to get in the midst to help start promoting the album. A Baby from the Hub. He's also a part of the promo team for the album.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. Your whole foundation, you can see how it's solid right now, and it's gonna work out for you, especially with going to Houston. When with going to Houston, are you looking to collaborate with artists like Paul Wall? Because I know we lost Big Pokey this year.
Well, I'm one of them guys. I kind of like the up and coming artists.
Okay.
I got some collaborations coming with that boy out of Houston, Generator Baby. That's my guy, Generator Baby out of Houston, Texas. And me and Kane Bugatti been talking about some stuff, doing some stuff, and different guys like that out of Houston, Texas. It's a gang of them out there. All them guys in Houston, Texas, working with the music stuff. So it's too many of them for me to name all of them. But yeah, my Houston guys, my Houston team, strong, man. Yeah.
As far as the business side things go, because you got your team built up, what was the most important thing that you had to learn coming into the business? Now that you have your own LLC, what was the most important thing you had to learn on the business side of things to get you to where you are at now and where you're going?
The most important thing I had to learn was distribution. Distribution is everything. Distribution and streaming. So I had to really learn exactly what distribution consisted of these days. Distribution, global distribution, and streaming, and how to get paid for every single thing, completely monetizing everything we do, from music to pictures to videos, trying to bring the money in that we put out. So I had to sit down and really learn that, and going through the process of understanding the process of breaking records, taking artists from 0 to 100. So I'm the first guinea pig myself. So after my process, I have a full understanding of doing everything.
With Money Train Music, are you looking to have your own partnership with some major labels, or are you looking at it as I'm going to stay independent and build up my own foundation?
Well, when it comes to that, if they talking about the money right, we can do a lot.
Yeah.
If they come with that money, I ain't gonna try to stay independent. Bring me that money.
Yeah. Exactly. The contract has to be right, though. I mean, there's
Yeah,
some deals that artists sign, and when you look at it, you can't believe that they made so little when they have all these hits coming and they have so much talent. You always have to sign the right deal.
right. Yeah, I wouldn't go for that. I definitely wouldn't go for that because when I came into this thing, I was already well off. So you can't ever come to me with a contract that ain't worth it. Because anything I sign is gonna reflect on my artist because I have artists on my label. So if my artist can't eat, then it just ain't worth it to do.
No, and you have artists on your label. You mentioned about dropping them all first week of January. You have the plan in place.
Yeah.
Now, how did you go about finding these artists? Are these all artists? Because I know you collaborate with some artists in Houston, but are these artists that are on your label, are they mainly from Mississippi?
Actually, to be honest, I haven't actually signed a Mississippi artist yet. I've signed
Wow,
most of my guys are from Houston to
Houston,
Louisiana. Yeah,
Louisiana.
yeah. As of now, all my guys is out of Houston and Louisiana.
Now, who are some of these guys? If you could shed light on some of them, because I know you mentioned January. Is there anything that you can reveal yet?
Man, we gonna come with Generator Baby, man. We gonna come with Jackie Lee with Pop It Off. Generator Baby, jump down on it, drop down on it. They already doing good with that, but we're gonna get it global. And a string of more, too many to name, and I don't want to miss nobody. But them guys gonna be front and center league. And yeah, them guys they're gonna be front and center league guys right there, the man, so forth and so on. But it's too, I don't want to leave nobody out, so I don't want to even try to name everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna get mad if I leave somebody out.
How's the 3C media tour going?
Actually, it's going great. We're gonna start in Atlanta on the 24th. So from the 24th to the 30th, I'll be in Atlanta all week long. AC3 weekend. I'm booked. I got Off the Porch, $1 Million Basement, Progress Report, Purple Shield, shows at Crush Lounge, Central Station. Uh, Man, it's too much for me. I don't even remember the whole card, but I'm in Atlanta all week that week. Appearances on podcasts and performances at venues all week that week.
Oh yeah, so you're getting ready to pop here. How's the excitement feeling now that the hard work is gonna be paying off? Now that you got the big record out.
It's actually been feeling great. Like it's actually more than I actually thought. Because, like I said, it was a joke at first,
Yeah.
and it's amazing that everything's been going like it's going. Because in the beginning, I wasn't an artist, so I became an artist. I didn't have a label, so I created a label. Didn't have distribution and got distribution, and I did all this in a week. So I didn't know I was ahead of my pace until somebody said it.
No, that's big time. And you're ahead of the curve right now, and the hard work's already starting to pay off. You got the upcoming media tour, like you mentioned, the performances. What's going to be the main goal to reach by the time the end of this year comes? Because we only have like 3 or 4 months left, but you could still get some major achievements in. What's that one goal you're looking to lock in?
To be honest, January 1, to be honest, I'm fine as long as my artists are out.
Mm.
You know, I'm more of an exec than I am an artist, but I'm groovy. So as long as my artists, long as we meet the deadline on getting those artists records out January, I'm fine. That's my goal. Just make sure I get all those artists records out. I'm fine.
No, that's big right there, especially that you care about your art. It's kind of like a new Master P in a way, what he was doing back in the day with No Limit, all his artists. So yeah.
Right. Because like I've always had lucrative ways of making money. So, and I got a bunch of friends and relatives who always wanted to be artists. So this is a way to bring something good to everybody I love. So as long as them guys records is out, January 1 and records is out, videos is done, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. Get Slutty. I know you keep referencing this big record for you right now, and you said it started out as a joke. So tell me about putting this record together, the story behind it and how it even started from the joke.
Okay, so we was basically looking for a studio just to go hang out at, just, you know, because I'm a hobby guy, so we do a lot of hobbies. So we was just looking for a studio to go hang out. So we went to the studio, hung out there, and I freestyled the hook to Slutty over Gorilla on the Tracks beat, and they recorded it and emailed it to him because he was actually in Chicago doing something with Dirk. And so they emailed it to him, and I got a phone call the next day. He wanted me to do the song. So I pulled up. I had flew into LA from there. So I flew back out of LA back into Houston to do the song and did the song. And I was surprised at how much Gorilla liked the song. So we actually left the strip club at we left the studio at like 4 a.m, make it to the strip club. They played a joint, and the strippers make them play it back like 3 times. And I guess dude hit the share button. All I know is we leave the strip club at 6 a.m. By the time we get to the hotel, go to sleep at 9, we got labels on the phone. So there it was. Yeah. Get Slutty movement.
It's going crazy all across the country. How's the outside numbers looking outside of the United States? How's the following there?
I just know it's been streaming good all over the place. It's just been streaming good all over the place. Like it's amazing that in other parts of the world they're listening to my music, because I didn't even know I was an artist, because I've always been a guy trying to create a label to bring other artists. So for me to make one record and the record's a hit record, it's like, whoa. So yeah.
What made you kind of want to be that executive to always, because you said you always wanted to create it. So what was the kind of the inspiration behind you wanting to start your own label?
Well, so I was a club owner in Shreveport, Louisiana. And so the local, I had a secretary named Annette. And so she had a bunch of people that had a bunch of different talents, from rapping to dancing. And so she approached me one day and asked me to put money behind it. And I told him, let me think about it. And then after I thought it out, I came back and talked to her, and we created my first label, Peep Game Records in Shreveport. During that time is when I met Bebe.
Okay.
Yeah. We was all kids back then. So we was just having wild parties back then. Yeah. So
you also have some other records out online too. I saw We Different, Come Online. I think those are some features that you did. I saw those on Apple Music.
No, that's somebody else.
That's someone else. There's someone else that has Big Motion then.
Yeah. Somebody else had the profile. I think they claimed it or something, because we claimed it. And so.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, they can't go by that anymore. Talk to me about choosing that as your MC name, Big Motion.
Big Motion. Actually, it was Motion. L added big to it. Because we was in Atlanta, and staying at the nice hotels and wiggling through the city. And he was like, nigga, you ain't Motion, you Big Motion. Just off of, the things he seen me do, he went from, nah, not Motion, bro, Big Motion.
Big Motion.
Yeah, that's my guy.
And it fits, man. So you got the upcoming record, Act the Fool, as you mentioned earlier. So tell us the vibe of this one. It sounds like another club record.
Yeah. It's actually a crossover joint. It's more of a ravish type of joint. Ravish, high drunk party joint. Like just everybody just having a wild, drunk, drugged up time. So yeah. So I think me personally, I think Academic Fool, I don't know, but I think that record's probably gonna be a bigger record than Slutty. Because it sounds so crossover to me. That's all.
And what's gonna be the plans? Because then you're gonna have 2 singles out from there. Are you gonna be looking to drop like an EP, a project? What's gonna be the follow-up for these?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop a full EP. I'm gonna drop a full EP. So I'll be a part of that roster of 10 that's gonna have all the music ready in January.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's big, man. Big Motion. Is there anything else you would love to let the audience know, fans know that we didn't touch on tonight?
Just let them know Big Motion coming all over the world. We going everywhere. Get Slutty moving in full motion everywhere. Coming at a city, state, town, neighborhood, club, barroom, strip club near you.
You already know, man. Big Motion, thank you for coming on the show anytime. Got Get Slutty in my rotation, Live 365, Mad Max Radio. You know what it is. Shout out to El Nice for connecting us. Anytime, man. We got to link up again.
Thank you, my man, Mad Max.
Of course.
Listen to Mad Max Radio, man.
You already know. And let them know where they all can follow you on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all those platforms.
You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on all social media. I'm on all social media. You can find me on all social media, find the music on all platforms. Stay on the lookout for Money Train Music, the YouTube channel, everything, all the music. So we'll be lit.
You already know, man. I'm looking forward to it. Big Motion. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your night, all right?
You too, my man.
All right, man. Peace out.
Peace out to you too. Yeah.